Hey guys, welcome back. Today we're gonna do things a bit different. Today we have Jean, and he's gonna tell us all about a problem he has had and how he has dealt with it. So Jean, can you tell us what problem did you have?
All right. So my problem was that when I was in like secondary school, which is when 11 to 16 years old, I had a lot of problems kind of struggling with being comfortable in my own skin and who I am and who I look like. And I think a lot of people go through this kind of problem, like regardless of where you're from. But me being kind of like obviously me looking like not the normal person in England, it was emphasized a lot. Like so, I didn't feel that comfortable with kind of who I was, what I looked like. That was the problem.
Oh, and then how did you deal with it with the thought that that you weren't the usual looking person or like the usual English guy?
So honestly, I didn't actually deal with it like because as like from the ages like when you're like in secondary school, you're not really like kind of as mature as you think you are, and you don't deal with problems like how I deal with problems now. At the time, I just went through it, and I don't know, I just felt rubbish about it until it got to the point where I just had to be comfortable with it. So there wasn't really like an outlet for me or whatever. Like it wasn't like oh I'd done something special. It was just over time I got used to it. But then when I got through the worst of it, I started to kind of just like look within myself a lot more and started to think about, all right, you're wasting so much energy thinking about things that you just can't control, and what are you gonna do about it? And then I also started like, because obviously I don't cut my hair and I wear turban. That's part of my religion. Now I started to go into my religion more and like understand it more. And because I felt more connected to that, I felt more connected to my identity as well. And it led me to being a lot more comfortable with the way I looked. And I was actually very happy to be different. And one thing is also like later down the line, like more kind of now, I've just felt a lot better being who I am, being a lot more comfortable with who I am in every situation. Like it just feels good to not have to beat myself up about things that are out of my control. The yeah, for the real way that I dealt with it was just through reflection. It was just through understanding who I am, what I want, and what can you not change. And this is something that I just couldn't change. So I I just had to accept it. And I feel like for our generation of people, acceptance is something that people struggle with a lot, including myself. And it just comes through patience. Like you will get there in the end,
No,
but
yeah,
it's
I
just
get you. Like, I feel like right now everybody's so used to like getting stuff like the internet. We Google something and we get it like instantly, and that like a lot of people get really frustrated because they're like, I've been overthinking this. I've been like dealing with this problem so long. Like I can't get it out of my head, and like people don't realize that it's like through time and through like realizing that it's not you, like it's just like you just need that time of reflection and like growing by yourself to realize that that problem isn't that big, or that like there's so much to more than that problem. And then with time you just like realize that that problem isn't a problem anymore, I guess. No.
yeah, definitely. And one other thing that I kind of wanted to add as well is that finding people who are struggling with the same kind of issue just helps so much because you realize that you're not alone in what you're doing. Like for me, like even though I had other people, like other Sikhs in my year, I knew a lot of other Sikhs. Um, I didn't ever talk about like how I felt about this with anyone, no family, nothing, and that in itself takes a huge toll on you too. So if you feel like oh like I've talked to so many other people about this as well, like coming from different backgrounds, different skin colors, whatever it is, and everyone like talks about how when they meet other people who've gone through something similar, it just makes them at least feel like even though they're struggling with it, they're just not alone. So if you are struggling with it, then reach out to someone who you think might be also struggling with it or might have struggled with it in the past. And trust me, it makes a huge difference.
And well, you roughly answered the last question, but how did you feel afterwards, after realizing that this wasn't like that much of a big deal, or like that it didn't affect you as much anymore?
Yeah, so like it was a big kind of like change in the way that I seen myself and the way that I thought other people seen it. Usually I would like approach people and think, okay, these people don't like me automatically because I have this skin color, I look like this. And after I realized, like, look, people really just don't care that much, nowhere near as much as you think they do. You just feel a lot more comfortable in your own skin. You can get through your day a lot easier. You don't have to worry about like little things like this, and you can focus more time on doing things that you actually enjoy doing, and you can just be happier overall.
Thank you, G. That was amazing. I know that it's super hard to open up, so that's why this week we tried to do it a bit different and put ourselves in the spot. But thank you very much, and thank you guys for listening.
Thank you.